All right, look. When the draw was made, Real Madrid were bricks. Okay. I inducted the badge. They were called Real Madrid. They were losing games willy-nilly to any team that wanted it. The Bernabeu was a feasting ground. And based on how I saw Ajax had been playing, I was like, look, man, Ajax are going to beat Real Madrid. Things have changed. Things have changed. We've now come to a situation right now where Real Madrid are looking pretty good. Cut the gap in La Liga now to six points. Teams are playing well. They're going to the most exciting young dudes out there. Benzema is doing something. Drich is going back to the old Drich. Ramos and Varane have now formed that good old school partnership. Things are looking alright. So I'll hold my answer. Things are looking alright for these guys. What was I about to say? So it's going to be tough for Ajax. It's going to be tough for Ajax, and I do believe that this could be ended in the first leg. And I 100% believe that Real Madrid, Solari, and so forth, they are coming into the mindset of, let's end this at the Johan Cruyff Stadium. Let's end the tie. And so for the Bernabeu, we can just put in the kids, the women, the children, the wives, and so forth. But I think they're looking at, let's just try and win the game, end it, seal the deal at their crib. So I still believe Ajax. Okay, look. It's hard. It's hard for me to still believe that Ajax are going to win this game. It's hard for me to still believe that Ajax are going to win this entire tie. So I want to just focus on this first leg specifically, because I really believe that this first leg can go either way. Ajax are at home. When it goes well, obviously they can get smokes like they did against Feyenoord, but when it goes well, this is a good team that plays really good football, and they could pass their way through Real Madrid if Real Madrid are really up point. So there is a way that Ajax can win this game. But for Ajax, I think they have to it's I mean, I'm just, because they've got to worry about Modric, they've got to worry about Benzema coming in deep. Got to worry about Vinicius as well, and how effective Vinicius can be. Anthony Cruz as well. So even through there for Ajax, do they have enough to pass and move and enough individual quality to open up Real Madrid? Because the thing about it is that I'm judging Real Madrid on how they've been playing in the last few games. You can't judge them based on what they were doing last month or against CSKA Moscow. In the last few months, they're just far better balanced, far better organized. Defensively, they're just much more on points. And I will find it very hard for Ajax to be able to get really good opportunities, because Ramos and Varane are now playing and they're a lot sharper now. But for Ajax, if again, this is all about an argument, they've got to move the ball really well, really intelligently, and just try and get runs to try and evade Real Madrid out there. Because I think for Real Madrid, they're not a defensive team. They're an attacking team, and they come out to play expansively. So for Ajax, it's about when they come out to play expansively, are you going to be able to use the ball well? Get those through balls. Make those passes really sharp, really crisp, and to the men. Because if Ajax are able to use the space that Real Madrid will give them, because Real are coming to win the game, that is where I think Ajax can get the best joy. So it's just a question of, can you use the ball well with the space that you'll be given? Because you will be given space. You will be given space. Real Madrid are not going to sit in deep. They're not going to deny you space. They will give you space. So can Ajax use that space? But I think for Real right now, they will know that, look, man, I think Solari will say to the boys, coming in here for the W. We're not here for draws. We're not here for the away goal thing. We've been playing well. Confidence is high. We're coming off a huge, amazing Madrid derby win. Let's go to Ajax and beat these prospects. Let's beat these people prospects, in the words of Juju, man. So I think that, obviously for them, the key thing is play on the front foot. Press Ajax really hard. Because again, it's a whole psychological thing. If they press them really hard, they're really attacking. I think that will put the fear into Ajax. Because Ajax will be like, whoa, what the hell? These guys are coming out they are playing as if they're playing on their home ground. They're coming out to really beat the living daylights out of us. So I think if they play with that mindset, it's going to be very hard for Ajax to psychologically, mentally get themselves in the game. And look, man, Vinicius, man. Look, he's that guy. He's one of the most exciting young players in the world right now. And this guy plays without any flipping fear. Any flipping fear. So I think Vinicius is going to be huge in this game. And I think for Real Madrid, get that ball to Vinicius. I think for Vinicius, man, bro, just live. Play freely. Enjoy yourself. Express yourself. Do things with yourself. Just really move about with that swaggericious, losericious, everything, man. Because I think if you do it like that, man, you're going to be real. You're going to be fully 100% real because I believe in you, baby. So, I don't think for Real Madrid, I just think for them is go out, all out attack. Really, because I believe that by them really attacking, pushing men forward, Ramos, Varane, and Casemiro have shown that they've now figured out how to read the game, know how to play into cover, know how to really intercept. And I think playing against an inexperienced Ajax side, I don't think Real Madrid will be as exposed against a side who are much more experienced in knowing how to make good footballing decisions on the counter or on the transition. So I do think that risk of playing a high line, really pushing men forward, I think Real Madrid can afford that. Because I do believe the mandate should be, let's end the game in this first leg. And look, my Benzema, man. I've insulted Benzema a lot. He's still a brick, but moved him down to Class C at the Brick Academy. But as much as I've insulted Benzema, he has been coming back into form recently. He's coming back into form recently. And he's going to be important in this game. Because it's not only him being a striker, because look, Benzema, you still have to score goals. Okay, look, I get you do all this other stuff. You're still the striker. That's what it says on your job description. But I do feel that Benzema is a very smart player. And I think the way in which he drops deep, links in play, and plays Bale into the pocket, Vinicius into the pocket, and really brings all the guys into the game. His all-round game is very underrated. And I think his all-round game has always, all through Real Madrid's run in the last phase, has always been a very, very important aspect in Real Madrid being very effective. Does Cristiano and all those guys score those goals? That's Benzema's groundwork? I don't think so. But guys, we're going to talk about beast mode. Beast mode is the star of this team. Vinicius may be the rising star. Dric is the midfield general, and so forth. Sergio Ramos is the leader and the heart and soul of this team. But the superstar, the guy who you should be looking to be like, all right, get us over the line, is beast mode. And so it's beast mode all you want. Homeboy scored a header kick in the Champions League final. And he also scored in the Champions League final in 2014 as well. So Homeboy is key. This dude is very key and is very important if Real Madrid are to try. Look, they are not winning 4 in a row. So sorry to break that to you, Real Madrid fans. 4 in a row ain't gonna happen. It can't happen. It's stupid. Let's just put that 4 in a row to one time, because 4 in a row ain't gonna happen. So with regards to this game, trying to look at a possible scoreline. A possible scoreline in this game. It's tough. So because I do believe that Ajax being at home, they could win, but I'm just looking at how, because that feel, they consider 70 against Feyenoord. I know I did say that Ajax would win this tie, but I'm just going to go on based on recent results. I see this being a draw. I see this being a draw, and I can't decide with either a 1-1 or a 2-2. I can't decide whether it's going to be a 1 or a 2-2. But I am leaning slightly towards 1-1. 1-1. I think Ajax score first. I think Real Madrid will then equalize. And I do feel that will just square things up. And I think with 1-1 going into the Bernabeu, I think Real Madrid will pretty much seal the tie. So as of right now, I do see Real Madrid maybe potentially going through. But I don't know. I still think Ajax can do something. I still think Ajax can do something because I do feel that it is the Champions League. And despite Ajax being a bit flicky in the Eredivisie, I do. They're coming in here fully as the underdogs. Real Madrid are fully favourites now, even more so based on their recent form. So I think that whole underdog psychology and mentality is going to play into the mindset of Ajax. 100% is going to play into the mindset of Ajax. So, look, whatever the case may be, man. Can Ajax beat Real? I mean, can the prospects come good? You know, this is the beauty about football. Form-wise, looking at how guys are playing and the guys at Real Madrid have, Real should win. But when the referee blows his whistle, form, players, Ballon d'Ors, World Cups, Euros, that doesn't mean anything. And I think for Ajax, if they just go in there and say, look, man, let's just go in there and play a game. We're not expected to win. The pressure is going to be on Real Madrid. And I think for Real Madrid, because I do believe they're going to go into this match trying to win this game, come out to really punch Ajax in the flipping eyeball, Ajax will say, look, man, come at us. If it's going to be open warfare, end to end, let's do this. We'll hopefully trust in a defense. We looked at De Jong and the other guys just to try and be incisive in how we try and pass the ball through you, create those nice opportunities, and boom, let's see who wins. So I just think, whatever the case may be, I think this is going to be a pretty open game. This will be a pretty open game based on the football that Ajax play, the football that Real Madrid play, the players that Real Madrid have, the reason how I believe Real Madrid will come out in this game. You know, I think we're in for quite a few shots on target in this game. Whatever the case, come back here for the post-match analysis. Peace out, stay true, stay black. Thanks for watching the video. Now think about becoming a Football Hot patron by pledging an amount each month and then gain access to exclusive content only on the Football Hot Patron page. Peace. Head over to the official site at halffootballhot.com or just click over here.